Hi, Philip. I would like to talk to you about what is the difference between impact AI and relationship with another kind of artificial intelligence.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. So we are the ImpactAI team at the World Bank Group, and we are located in the research department at the bank. And the goal of ImpactAI truly is how do we bridge the gap between evidence and impact, that means action. So the idea really is how can we bring the idea is how can we bring research evidence to the policymaking process. Now, a lot of the policymakers, when they're thinking about project design and implementation, different programs across different sectors, they want to have easy access to research evidence. They want to be able to identify and distill what works and what doesn't work in different contexts. And this is really where we try to come in with ImpactAI, because we've seen a need in the market where there's a lot of fantastic developments happening in the private sector on different deep research tools and Gen AI tools, but they really try to cover the whole bandwidth of topics and themes out there. So it's very hard for them to really hone in on the details in one sector. So that's what we do with ImpactAI for the context of development programming, where we spend a lot of time and effort on developing a taxonomy and curating a database, and it can actually enable us to provide synthesized quantitative research results for people. That means if you use ImpactAI and you ask a question on, say, which policy intentions work well to address topics such as education and agriculture, then you not only get a nicely written research report of what the evidence says and what the evidence has found in the past, but you also actually get quantitative results you can see in charts and plots and forest plots to really directly compare what worked where and which context. So it makes it very easy for policymakers to not only get a surface level summary, but to also get the evidence really in a quantitative and normalized and comparable manner.
How we bring evidence to scale. So let's say you want to know some things about the effectiveness of food transfer programs in Latin America. What ImpactAI is now able to do is take a question and provide all of the existing evidence in RCTs on this specific intervention and the various outcomes. What you see is a summary including in-text sources that link you directly to the published papers, as well as a breakdown of this summary by outcome type and various regions with various countries within Latin America. On the right-hand side, you have a list of all the sources that take you directly to their source page, as well as some visualizations that help the user to filter the information in a more digestible way. So let's say you're curious about daily calorie intake as an outcome on various intervention programs that have been conducted in Latin America. What you see is a standardization of the different effect sizes from published studies as it relates to the control. You can filter this by region, by sector, and again, all the different outcomes that are available given the existing evidence. The plans are to release by the end of summer.